Last week, Ottawa announced a $2.14 billion loan to satellite operator Telesat. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said the money will be used to build the Telesat Lightspeed Low Earth Orbit broadband satellite constellation. He said it will enable Canadians in remote parts of the country to connect with more reliable internet. But not everyone was impressed with the announcement. Franco Terrazzano, federal director at the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, joined us to discuss what this deal means for the average taxpayer.
Well, it's more costly corporate welfare from the Trudeau government, whose real strategy, if you can call it that, around economic growth is to raise taxes on Canadians, to take more money from Canadians, then give it to select hand-picked businesses. And with this one in particular, it raises a lot of questions, a lot of big questions for taxpayers like, well, why are taxpayers on the hook for a multi-billion-dollar loan? Government bureaucrats should not be running around pretending to be investment bankers with our tax dollars. And here are some other questions. Why are taxpayers paying for other people's internet? Why are taxpayers paying for industries or businesses' satellite capacity? And here's another important couple questions. If this is such a good deal, then why did Telesat need to get a multi-billion-dollar loan from taxpayers instead of private investors or banks? Think about just how costly those jobs are for taxpayers, right? This is a cost of $1 million to taxpayers per job. And this follows a long history of corporate welfare from the Trudeau government, right? Where the Trudeau government has also announced about $30 billion for multinational corporations like Honda, Volkswagen, Stellantis, and Northvolt, where Telesat, a cost to taxpayers of $1 million a job, Volkswagen, a cost to taxpayers of more than $1 million a job, Stellantis, a cost to taxpayers of more than $3 million a job. And then with the Honda deal, it's a cost to taxpayers of about $5 million a job. So this is very costly corporate welfare that we've seen from the Trudeau government and other governments here in Canada. But that's even assuming that any jobs actually get created, right? Like the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, we've got access to information requests on nearly 200 corporate subsidy deals going back to the mid 1990s. And according to the records, only in one case did the government actually keep track of how many jobs are created. So you have these politicians who promised the moon to taxpayers, and then the government's own records show that government bureaucrats can't even be bothered to keep track of if jobs are actually created or not.